It's Propaganda time, guys, and I've got a funny one for you today. So, next week is going to be our 2 sessions extravaganza. We have got so much BS propaganda and funny nonsense. We got a sessions, and next week we're going to celebrate the 2 sessions, which is China's big hoo-ha where a bunch of annoying middle-aged and old men sit in a room and pretend as if the people have a choice, to choose what goes on in the country, but they just basically tell everyone, this is what we're going to do. Anyway, leading up to this 2 sessions, we've seen a lot of propaganda.
That's right.
And in this one in particular really tickled my fancy, and I'll tell you why. Let's take a look. This guy, we all remember this guy, right? From Potside Chats.
If you don't, watch guy.
Yeah, watch guy, as we call him. So this is China Daily, which of course is a big news outlet of state media. And so China Daily tweeted this out. They said, before the 2024 hashtag 2 sessions in Beijing, China Daily reporters hit the streets to chat with international friends about their experiences in China. From savoring the fiery delights of Sichuan and Hunan cuisine to blah, 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 a bunch of nonsense. So you get the idea, right?
Yep.
Our friend Nathan here, Watchman, is going to go out on the streets and he's going to, in Beijing, and ask some random foreigners, about the 2 sessions type thing or about their life in
Fascinating.
Beijing. I know, it's lovely.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Yes.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what he's going to do.
Last year, we took to the streets and asked international citizens of Beijing their thoughts on...
Can I just... A pet peeve of mine when it comes to Chinese news.
Yeah.
They don't know how to use wireless lavalier microphones.
I know, isn't it weird?
See how they hold... For those of you who don't know, lavalier microphone is that thing you attach to the lapel on your shirt or whatever.
Yes.
And then you put that transmitter in your back pocket. But rather than get an actual microphone that, like a proper directional microphone that you would, like a news presenter would point, they just wrap the cord around the transmitter and use it like that. It's so annoying, and they all do it, and they all use that same Sony wireless mic.
It's so weird.
Isn't it weird?
And it's like a dog whistle for state media.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It is.
It's like when you see that wrapped up mic, you're like, propaganda.
Yeah. This is like it's the wrong tool for the wrong job. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see what these wonderfully interesting individuals, foreign friends on the streets of Beijing have to say.
Life in China, domestic developments and international relations. Because we're coming up to the 2 sessions, we thought we'd go back to the streets and ask people their thoughts and prospects for 2024.
I'm Rachel, and I'm from the United States. I think the most important thing for me being an American living in China is the importance of people-to-people relationships is now more important than ever. I think that there's a lot that goes on overhead that a lot of people may not know about. People have biases and assumptions and judgments, and I think...
Okay, I just want to set this up for everyone to know. So, Nathan, he's going out to the streets to go and interview... some random foreigners that live there.
Sure, as you do.
What if I were to tell you that they just run out of foreigners?
I have a caveat. I think maybe it's less about that and more about they need to make sure that foreigner says what they want them to say.
Yeah. What if I told you this was set up?
Oh,
would you believe me?
Oh, wow.
Would you believe me?
Are you kidding me?
Okay. All right, because a very quick search of who this Rachel
the best way to solve
is.
some of these problems is to meet people, go out and talk to people.
Go out and talk to people, show some government crap meeting. Boring. Dude.
They never show
this
real
is such
interactions.
bad
like we did in
propaganda.
our documentaries. China didn't like that we talked to normal people about normal things. They only want to show this.
Do you think anyone's interested in this crap?
Absolutely not.
No one.
But they don't do it for that. They do it because they want to stroke themselves on the back.
It's true. Okay, so we'll let her finish her blab.
People communications, because that's going to be the most powerful way to change your mind about something or to meet somebody who...
Yeah.
I'm hearing something here.
What's that?
I don't know. I just hear something.
What are you hearing?
It's a whole lot of hong.
Oh, yeah. You mean just...
Honorable hong.
That's what I hear.
Absolutely. Anyway, let's let her finish her saying.
From a different background than you. I know my idea about China has changed so much because I've been living here and getting to approach different people on the street, meeting people, making friends with Chinese friends. It's been the best way to, in my mind, create this bridge across cultures because there can be a gap sometimes.
Okay, so here she is talking about how like people have biases, you know, from overseas and stuff when it comes to China, typical thing.
So watch guy Nathan interviewed her.
Yeah, I'm just asking,
candidly on the street.
do you think perhaps she might have some biases?
Let's see.
I would think so, considering she's a reporter for CGTN. It gets better.
So wait, they interviewed a random foreigner on the street, and it's a reporter for state media.
Yes.
A reporter
Literally-
interviewed another reporter.
Yes, literally a colleague from a different station. I mean, you can't make this up. It's like, we need to put this propaganda out that we're going to go record people on the street.
Yeah.
Who can we trust will say the right thing? Oh,
Right.
let's just get some other reporters for state media and pretend.
Wow.
Okay, but it gets better because our mate Nate, okay,
Yeah.
Nathan the Watchman, he was probably like asked, hey, you need to go interview some foreigners. Who can you think of? So it's like, well, why don't we get Rachel from CGTN? You know, how about we do this? Because she works for CGTN. You can see that's all her bio. She's a reporter. What if I told you it went further?
Let's see.
What if I told you that Rachel was actually his wife? So it's sorry. It's like, holy shit. It's like, honey, I need to film something for propaganda. Can you just pretend to be a random person on the street?
Wow.
So nothing against you, Nathan, mate. Like, you guys are a cute couple and all that, and I wish you the best of luck with everything you do. But change that stupid watch. That thing looks like shit, dude. Sorry.
We still haven't figured out what it is.
It's some like really horrible wannabe chronograph thing. Anyway, it just shows you how fake Chinese state media is.
It's
doesn't
fake
it?
on like multiple levels.
On every level.
Yeah.
Everything that's supposed to be a candid interview on the street. Not
Right.
only is it another state media reporter, but it's the dude's wife.
Reporter interviews state reporter.
Yes.
Not only is it a reporter, it's my wife.
Yes, exactly. Why don't we ask what my state reporter wife has to say about
That's what they
the
should
two
have just
sessions?
said to be like
Yeah.
a little more honest.
Just be honest, dude. But I mean, that's sloppy. That's why it's in the Slopaganda segment this week.
Yes.
And hey, at least he hasn't done any Xinjiang genocide denial yet, so we'll give him a pass.
It might be a Vostok.
Think it's a Vostok?
It might be. Someone
Okay.
suggested it. Sergio did.
Yeah, it's on a NATO strap.
But you know what's War Boss Grimble wanted to know what our source for that information was.
My source is that I made it the f*** up.
But no, actually, the source is just CGTN itself and, you know, state media. It's so easy to find out.
Yes.
So, you know, it's kind of dumb. They should have given her a pseudonym or something, because if you just searched her name, you could immediately find her on the state media websites and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Keep giving them good ideas. don't we?
Certified slop.
Imagine the amount of flies that end up in these freaking bowels of dumplings. It's gross.
Fly dumplings.
Don't do that, don't do that,
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Taking on all the bees.
Why did he film
I
himself?
know.
记得我们骑着相遇就在秋天。
Doesn't he sound like a little boy?
Like a 4-year-old. Figured out why she was so popular in China. So actually,
Because of the pollution in the video. You see, I never get this far.
but you do in China. It's
Yeah.
cheesy. It's lame.
Yes, there we go. This is such a vibe from that time.
That is such a vibe.
Yeah, there's a
Like,
nice prop. He's got a guitar. He's not using it. And I can't hear a guitar.
There's no
Music.
guitar
Yeah.
in this.